no, it was probably early March, she called and said, I'd like to fly to Lexington with my lawyer and Elizabeth Ham, who was the executrix for Mr. Chenery's estate. We want to talk about possibly going on and syndicating Secretariat. So our lawyer at the time was my dad's lawyer, obviously, is a man named Gail Money, and we met at the Coach House. And their lawyer's name was John Fager. And I kept telling myself, Seth, don't call this man Dr. Fager, whatever you do, don't mess this up. So we had a very pleasant conversation, and we talked about how we need to do it, and there was never really any haggling about what the price was, number of shares. I wrote the details down on a cocktail napkin. And I said, this is pretty much my first rodeo. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I know all about what I'm doing, but I'm gonna try. And she said, well, we won't keep 4 shares. And it was strictly a breeding syndicate, nothing to do with the racing. And I said, that's fine, but if we're gonna do it that way, he's gotta be retired at the end of the year. And she said, well, we'll do the 32 shares like you said we should do. We'll keep 4 and you sell 28. So I started the next morning. I came over here and I made out a list of all the people that had bought shares in the horses over the last 2 or 3 years. And I think I made 31 calls and I had 28 yeses.